Yeah, what's going on, everybody? We're back with Miss Priestess of Gaia. So, short story. I found this lady here on X like I don't know how long ago. Like time is nothing, right? And but I recently found out that she made a YouTube channel like relatively recently. I think like back in February or some shit. So I thought, hey, might as well give it a look see. So, Lady Priestess, let's see what you got.
What's up, y'all? It's Priestess of Gaia, aka Sierra Mist, and I'm
Sarah Miss.
here
I like
with
Sprite,
another
honestly, not
video.
gonna hold you.
And we about to get into it. So let me just close my eyes and see what comes through. I heard you are a star, like yelling, You are a star. Don't don't forget that. Don't forget that thing. Don't forget that phrase right there. You are a star.
Mm-hmm.
You hold so much power and wisdom. If you're watching me right now, you are very smart.
Oh my god, thank
Okay,
you.
if you have been attracted to this video, then you are basically on the same wavelength as me, right? So that means you're you know some things about this world that many people don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like
that
what?
means you're very smart. And that means you are wise and you have wisdom inside of you. And that wisdom is meant to be shared with others.
I agree.
So it's time to share your wisdom with others. It doesn't matter if you think that you still have a lot to learn. You know enough. You know enough to share your message out there. Okay. Don't walk around here thinking that you need to know more before you start. Tap in to the energy of everything.
I might have to disagree with that because you should know something before you start something. Like honestly, you really shouldn't talk about something you have no idea what you're talking about because you're gonna look dumb. You should know enough about what you're gonna talk about before you talk about it.
And let
I about to say, did I hit
wisdom
play?
flow through you. Okay. Let the wisdom just flow through. Become a channel. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because you can learn your whole life.
That's
You
true.
can keep on learning till the day you die.
That's very true. Yeah.
And so, what we want to do is we want to create as we're learning and keep creating
Uh
as
huh.
we're learning.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Facts.
Because
No, I
if
hear you.
we stop creating while we're learning,
You'll plateau.
baby, we don't stop learning. That's
Mm-hmm.
the thing. Like, there's never a stopping point to this learning thing. Like, we go round and round and round and round. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But you're a star. You're a star, and your message is meant to be felt around the world. You're meant to be seen. You're meant to experience miracles. You're meant to be famous. You're meant to be well known. You're meant to do big things in this life.
See, the thing is, I don't know if you're talking to me or if you're talking to yourself. Because it really sounds like this is motivation for yourself, which is completely fine. But, you know what I'm saying? Because, I don't know, it feels like, because you're speaking very, very broadly, right? You even start out by saying those who are watching this video. So you could be talking to literally anybody, right? And not literally everybody is meant to be seen or heard or whatever. Because some people have some crazy fucking like off, like out of pocket shit to fucking be thinking and whatnot, right? You kind of gotta regulate that shit. But I'm hearing you. I'm listening.
And if this message is meant for you, you've probably already seen it in your mind's eye. Or you have an inner knowing of this life is meant for me.
Mm-hmm.
You just know.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just know things.
Tell me what it feels like for you, though.
You can't explain how you know them, but you just know.
I'm sure you can. You can articulate it for me. I promise you can.
And you have that inner knowing that you're meant for big things. You have this inner vision that tells you this is the end point. The end point is success. The end point is abundance. The end point is celebration. But you might not know the exact steps that it's going to take to get there.
I mean, do we ever really?
But you see the vision. And that's God's plan. We don't always see all the steps.
Tendy! What's going on, bro? No, it's all good. I feel you, bro. I'm glad you popped up in the first place. I want to show up and show some. Yeah, man, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. I'm doing the same thing with you. I'm doing with her. Doing with her the same thing I'm doing with you. So let me know what you think about her so far. We're only about 5 minutes in, but let me know what you think while you're here.
Steps. But we know we're meant for something greater. We know we didn't come to this life to
Priestess
settle.
of Gaia.
We know
AKA
we are meant
Sierra Mist.
for something more. And that inner light guides you on those steps
I hear you.
that you need to go in order to make it to the end of that vision. Your intuition.
She's definitely not using her full voice, though. I hear you for sure. She's definitely kind of go with this ASMR vibe, but I feel like her voice can have so much richness to it. She just doesn't project. If she were to project, I feel like it'd be a lot better to hear.
Excitement. Those are the forces guiding you towards what you desire. Those are the things you must tap into. You must let go of fear.
I mean, she ain't wrong, though.
Fear will always hold you back.
Anxiety in particular,
Let go
but fear,
of it
yes.
now. Let go of it now. It's not welcome anymore. It's not welcome where we're going. Drop it. Because where we're going is limitless. Where we're going is abundance. A life of abundance.
The pronunciation is a little funny, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. We're going to a life that is well lived. And that means fear can't come.
Because she is. 100%
That
she is.
means it has to exit.
I
It
feel
has
like
to
she's
take
like.
that exit out of
'She's like 3 sentences away from using the word manifest.
the next scene, out of the next chapter. It's not welcome. So, I invite you to step into the spotlight, to step
I wouldn't be
underneath
surprised.
the
I'd
light
hang around though, but I wouldn't be surprised.
and show people who you are
Mm-hmm.
and share your message with the world.
Facts.
Because
Just like you did earlier, Tenda, about your
without
about the
you
video you did earlier.
sharing your message, it's like an incomplete puzzle
Mm-hmm.
that's missing that one piece, which is you.
Oh, like about sharing a message, like you did earlier about how you felt about the Jewish hate.
You are a face of the divine that deserves to be witnessed and heard. So share your message
We do, but I'm still in the.
without
I still haven't gotten
concern
to my
or
place yet. I'm
fear,
still fucking waiting on that fucking approval.
without judgment,
No, say it one more time. What without judgment?
without concern or fear, without judgment.
Mm.
Share your message and let it be heard. Let yourself be seen. Let the world know your name. Let the
Yeah, it's
world
taking
know
fucking
who
forever.
you are. Let the world share the delicious
I'm sorry, what?
divine knowledge
Delicious.
that you hold within. And with that, I say goodbye. Although it's not a goodbye, it's a see you later.
Ooh, called it.
So,
Listen, I like you, but my biggest,
I heard you.
the biggest thing holding you back right now is your process.
Priestess of Gaia, aka Sierra Mist, and I'm here
The Priestess of Gaia
with
is the
another
channel's name as
video,
well.
and we're about to get into it. So let me just
Oh, sorry, Priestess. Did I say princess?
close
Priestess.
my eyes and see what comes through.
This part. Yeah, Priestess of Gaia.
I heard you are a star.
What you could do to significantly improve your message is to do this process, this exact video off camera, right? Get those solid talking points and literally just write it down. Get some sticky notes, make a couple of notes here, like a bullet points of topics you want to talk about, and then expand on those topics throughout this 10-minute video, right? And don't like force yourself to continue on the one bullet point. Once you reach that like kind of slowing kind of eyes looking around trying to find the words to say like you do, just move on to the next bullet point and expand on that one until you're all out of bullet points. Because you spend a lot of time thinking, right? Like you spend a lot of energy and time thinking. I feel like if you were to have these thoughts already clearly, or at least on the tracks in your mind before the video starts, you could come in this a lot more concisely and a lot more, smooth, and maybe get some energy. So one other thing, you're missing some energy. I'm talking about her. I'm talking to her. Yes, and it's like, because that energy is missing too. Because you're mad cute. You're saying facts, but you're missing that energy. That I really need some energy from you. But I like you in general. But we do have a second video because I don't want to just go off of one video. We have another one here. This is like her most two recent videos, And so we're gonna see what this one's about. Shine bright like a diamond. How long ago was this? 11 days ago. Word. She is pretty. She's mad pretty. All three should we should collaborate. If she, hey, I mean, shit. If she wants to fucking join up like you did, I don't see why not. I'll do the same thing though. Send it to her or at her or some shit. She'll see it. But let's see what she talked about 11 days ago. Also, this fucking like this homie, like you look so fucking cozy right now. I'm not gonna hold you.
Priestess of
Like this right here is way more attractive than fucking Meg the Stallion walking down the runway. I'm not gonna hold you.
Gaia, aka Sierra Mist here.
Avengers Assemble.
And today we're just going to talk. And yeah, so
See, that's what I mean. It seems like you're coming in without a structure, and that's gonna slow you down.
today we're just going to talk. And yeah, so let me just connect in.
Beep beep beep. I want to see if I can send you some vibes. See if you can pick up my energy.
Keep shining your light.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You know, each of us have a special gift, something that's special about us. You know, each and every one of us has that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's up to you to tap into it and to like express that part of you, right?
Yeah.
So, and your heart will let you know what it is that you're good at because it's what you
It may feel like it,
it's
right?
what you
That's what I mean by it. Like it feels like a lacking
love,
structure.
you know? Like usually it's what you love.
Usually.
So, for example, for me, I love spirituality and
Exactly. That's what I mean by before. When people to feel like they are having a conversation. Exactly. That's what I meant by before about structure. Like if she were to have like a plan going in, like you were just saying. But you know you are more structured. You have an idea. You had a solid thing you wanted to talk about, especially today in particular. You want to talk about the Jewish hate and the shit going on in the world. That is a solid topic, and you had your thoughts at least on the tracks of formulated. You and then you expanded on them throughout your video, right on the fly. She could do the same exact thing. She wants to talk about the general, like Shine Bright like a Diamond is very general. Like tell me how. Like they don't try to like well okay you can do whatever you want but like you're trying to infuse me with the motivation of shining bright like a diamond, but I would like you to tell me how as well, right? How do you shine bright like a diamond? You know what I'm saying? Aside from your pretty fucking eyes,
I
she's distractingly pretty
love
actually.
music and I love movies and I
Two or three, I'd be
love
right. I'd be having like fucking
TV and I
8 or 9
love like
different videos
media.
up with like fucking how many different topics, right? We're doing this and we're about to watch the fucking Xbox showcase, right? That's completely different shit, but it's still like shit going on, right? Her personality needs to shine through, right? We're not getting that. Like we very well may be. This may be like I'm saying. This homie feel. This feels exactly like her, right? I look at her right now and I see no illusions whatsoever. This is how she is, which is totally fine. And she is still new, right? Just like, cause it's kind of like how you were kind of cringy back in the day. You're far less cringy now. You feel 100 times more confident now than you did before. And she's only been have this YouTube channel for since February 15th ish. So she's still. I feel as though she's still in the getting used to even being on camera face because she doesn't look even at the camera very much, right? She's often looking around, trying to like looking at her thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine, but still.
And so I'm really good at creating
I definitely know
content
what it feels like to have
and
that early YouTube life
doing music
and being
and
nervous and being used to the
um
camera.
and talking
Yeah,
about
that's fine.
spirituality and knowledge and stuff like
Mhm.
that, you know?
Mhm.
So, yeah, like I
Exactly.
said, each and every person has something.
So do I. I'm learning
Some
all
people,
the
they
time,
don't know what that is, but
especially the technical side of
just
things.
follow what you love. Follow what makes you excited. And, you know,
And don't stick to just one thing. Like I said, right? I react to everything. Reacting is obviously is a genre itself, but like I do music, video games, movie trailer, whatever news, whatever catches my interest at the time. I want to do body cam stuff soon. I might do fashion shit at some point. You know what I'm saying? When I get my apartment back, I'm gonna go back to gaming as well. You don't have to just do just one thing. You know what I'm saying? You have a core thing, being me being reacting or gaming, but you also can split that into many different things by itself. You know what I'm saying? Analytics are everything. Um, I mean, she. Looking at, I looked through her page. She has a good few videos up. She has about 200 subs too. Um, but her upload schedule was at least like a couple a week, at least up until these last two, being 11 days ago. But she has a pretty solid upload schedule. Yeah, she be grinding.
go after that thing.
A
Like,
pace
have
to grind too,
confidence
not overly
in
grinding.
what you love. Have confidence that you can learn the ins and outs
I'm
of
sure she
that.
will.
And
I'm sure she will. She's had this channel since February 15th. She already has 200 subs. Like relatively speaking, that's kind of a boom. You know what I'm saying? That's like a holy shit on a relative scale.
you can, you know,
Way better than me. I don't have like 40 or so. I've been
make
had a YouTube
something
channel for how
great,
many years now?
you know, become
Come
something
on.
great. So, yeah. Um,
Oh, she got a pretty smile too.
um,
You also seem mad tired. Are you tired?
because you're unique, right? Like,
I mean, because doing this when you're tired, trust me, fucking trying to talk and do commentary and shit while you're tired is a bitch. But sometimes it's something I really want to watch, but I have like nothing to say because my brain is just tired. Took 8 years to get through. Exactly. I started mine back in like 20 fucking 16, right? And I only have it can take a while sometimes.
like, because you might think like, oh, there's so many people doing this thing, or oh, what do I have to share, or anything like that. And like,
She's speaking facts again.
you're unique.
Facts.
Your face and your
Voice.
being
Damn.
is unique. There's nobody else in this world like you.
That's true. Or
So
you.
that means that, you know, anything that you do is going to be unique.
That's true.
Nobody is going to, like, there's nobody like you.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody like you. So be yourself.
You know,
And
I
the
think
more
her baby talk would be really cute too.
you know what I mean? There's nobody like you.
Nobody like you. That's cute as
So
fuck. Stop it.
be yourself. And the more you're yourself, the more you'll find
That's very true.
community that is also
Mm-hmm.
themselves and
Being
just
myself 100
likes
million percent
that
of the time.
energy and is attracted to that energy of you just being yourself.
Feels
Because
like a
that
little, yeah.
energy
I see what you mean. She's a
is
bit more energy, what you mean.
magnetic.
Yeah. It is magnetic. That's
And
true.
once you tap into that energy, it's only up from there.
That's true.
So continue to be yourself. Continue to
Well,
shine your light.
you're being extremely positive, which is totally fine. But some people being themselves is actually quite fucking obnoxious. I'm not gonna hold you. Like you give me the positive vibes, but if I actually think if I take it out of if I look over away from the fucking camera from the video, there are some people who really shouldn't be themselves. There are some people who really need to rein themselves in before they can, like, be themselves in a balanced way, right? Because even you looking so homey right and comfy right now, like you very well may not be like this off camera. You may be more energetic. You maybe talk about different stuff. Maybe like wherever the hell else, right? I'm like far more quiet when I'm not on cam, when I'm not on stage, right? So it's like, but still me though. It's like me turned up like 75%. You know what I'm saying?
Continue to love on yourself. Continue to have confidence and believe in yourself. Because the main thing is belief.
What do you mean nicer? You're not mean. Do you find yourself to be harsh? Because you're not harsh, or I never find any sort of like genuine hostility from you. Not as serious, if that makes sense. No, it makes sense, but you consistently crack jokes all the time. You're a very jovial individual, as far as I can tell. So you being less, I don't know sure what less serious would look like. I truly don't, because you're already quite jovial.
And you know what helped me through my journey to believe is the visions I would have in my head.
I would
Like
love
I
to see
just
inside your
knew.
mind.
Sometimes you just know.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you need to talk to God. Sometimes
Wait,
you need to talk.
wait, what did that say? Did you edit something?
Sometimes you need to.
Turn the screen back on, please. Press any button for the. Oh, what the fuck is that? Is that your editing software? What the fuck? There's your camera. To turn the screen back on, please press any button except the power button. That must be a camera thing.
Talk to God. Sometimes you need to talk to your guides and be like, hey, I need help.
It just caught me. Yeah, it looked like a TV,
I don't know
right?
what
Yeah.
I'm meant to do. Please help guide me. Because I understand there are some people that
I'm sorry, I got so
be
distracted.
like,
Say it again.
need to talk to God. Sometimes you need to talk to your guides and be like, hey, I need help. I don't know what
That's
I'm
true.
meant to do. Please help guide me. Because I understand there are some people that don't know, or they think whatever it is that they're meant to be doing, they feel like, oh, that is so out of range. I could not do that. Hell no. But
Mm-hmm.
the thing
Mm-hmm.
is, that's exactly what you're meant to do. You might see it as a big a, a very very big distance from where you're at to where that vision is, but you have to believe, you have to have faith, you have to.
I feel like that's true. It could come in, but that goal that you're seeing right now could come in a different form later on. Like you can pivot from what you want to do and still end up doing that thing eventually. For example, I was coding. I was doing Coursera for coding some odd years ago because I wanted to be a data analyst, right? Be a data analytics guy, um, which I still do want to do. At the same time, I had to stop doing that because life pushed me in a different direction. But I still use those skills that I've learned from data analytics and I apply them today, right, to other things. I'm going to apply them in the future when it comes to like other stuff I got planned going on. But still, that goal is still in the path. Does that make sense? Now my end goal is different, but that particular goal is still in the path.
have trust, because if
It's
you
very
don't
great
have
to
those
know.
things, you don't have nothing.
Very, very great to know, especially know where to
Okay,
find
that's
certain
the
resources and how to
foundation.
work the
The foundation
things.
is the
Absolutely useful
trust and the
information.
faith and the connection with
Market
yourself.
research, great shit to learn.
Trusting yourself, that you can get yourself along with God and along with, the magic of the universe. But I trust myself to get me from here to there. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it will happen
I need you to explain to me the magic of the universe.
because I believe in myself. And I believe that this seed is is like is my purpose.
The seat? Oh, the seat? What do you say?
Is this seed
The
is
seed, I think.
is like is my purpose. So for those of you that have an inkling of an idea of your purpose, then go after that in whichever way you can, but go after it. Don't put it off. Don't put it off and forget about it. Please don't.
Yeah, procrastination is a bitch. That's true.
Because this is your life. The decisions that you make will affect the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm. Every decision you make affects the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Or every
Patience
chance you
is
choose
key.
not to take.
Courage is key.
That's also true.
Confidence is key.
100%.
You learn that as you go on the journey. But in order to win, those things are key.
You know what you shouldn't do is worry about the winning. It's not about winning. It's just doing what you want to do. Because winning implies competition. Winning implies you're going against somebody else, right? Winning implies you have to compete with someone else for your own dreams, which you don't. If you don't stack yourself next to anybody else, you won't fail. You literally can't fail if you don't measure yourself to somebody else, right? I don't. Ain't no one that nigga on here but me. You know what I'm saying? I already won.
And you have to be comfortable with putting yourself out there.
And that's another thing I'm talking about. Hold on, let me see. Girl, I got pissed this thing back
win,
3 times. Hold on.
Those things are key. And you have to be comfortable.
23-ish seconds of you thinking about what the next thing to say. That would have been gone if you had it structured already, right? That's the time when you switch to a different bullet point. Right there, you just rip off that fucking sticky note, throw it behind you. What does the next one say? You know what I'm saying?
Comfortable with putting yourself out there, just as I'm doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I appreciate it.
People need to see. People need to see what you're creating. People need to
Facts.
Understand who you are.
Oh, and I make music. AI music.
Welcome people into
I do everything.
The world and share yourself with them. You'll be surprised.
I followed you.
By the people who resonate with you.
You should go follow her.
All you have
on
to
Twitter.
do is put yourself out there. And I know it can be difficult because in the past,
it can
I'm
be
sure
difficult.
You've put yourself out there and gotten
nothing. Not even
and
shit. Got
like
nothing.
The worst.
For years, got nothing.
When you put yourself out there, but like, fuck that. Fuck the past. Fuck all that shit. You know.
Just keep it pushing.
Like we're grown now. We're grown now. That little kid shit is in the past.
Oh, you ready, bro?
Heal it and move on.
Follow her. She's positivity incarnate.
Because don't let
she might lift your day
a
up.
negative circumstance affect the rest of your life.
True. Don't harp on the negative shit.
Like,
Facts.
Don't do it. You're so powerful. You're so great. You're so magnificent and amazing. Like, don't let not one thing affect you from living your best life.
You know what the good way to think about this is? those negative things that hold you back are literally retarded, are definitionally retarded because it's slowing the progress of your life. If you think about those things as retarded, then it'll probably be a lot easier for you to mentally get past them.
Because don't you want to have a good life? I know I do. So, yeah, with that, I say peace.
Peace. All right, that was a better one than the first one. Sure. It wasn't like it felt kind of samey, like saying like thematically the same, which is fine because that's her brand, right? But I'm very curious to see where she grows from here. I'm definitely gonna boop subscribe. Boop. I didn't like the other one, but that's fine. It's I subscribe, so that's enough, right? 7 views 11 days ago. Yeah, that's already better than my analytics usually. Actually, well, depending on the video, right? Because I do so many different things. Like one of my videos could easily do 1,000 views, and the other one could easily do 28 in the same amount of time. It really depends on what the topic is and how I hashtag it and if I'm entertaining enough, I guess. But yeah. See, she got a little bit of love here. Good for her. I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on her on Twitter and shit and see how she progresses. I wonder when she's gonna want to drop the next one. I'm not sure. But for now, game time. We got the Xbox Game Showcase is 2.5 hours long. Holy shit.